everybody, I'm Katallina, and today we're here to talk about episode 12 of the Ossan Newbie Adventurer. This show, time and again, has set itself apart as a story about finding and completing dreams, of dreams in various aspects of being completed, and of characters who work together in varying ways to help each other actually move forward. And this episode is no exception and is, as far as I can tell, the pinnacle of that kind of storytelling. Because in the past, we saw the fruition of Rick's dream to be an adventurer and to be recognized and to get his rank and to get started. We saw Angelica's dream begin as she strives to improve her ability to fight and to gain her own independence and her own will. And finally, in this episode, we see the culmination of Broughston's dream to actually have a one-on-one fight in the way of his people so that he no longer feels isolated. We also learn a lot more about the back history of what happened with him forming the guild that everybody's in now, and with how he actually went about deciding that he wanted to find someone to train, and it turned out that Rick fit the bill for what he was looking for. Not in any kind of using or manipulative kind of manner, but rather just that Broughston had already come up with a training regimen to help create a fellow competitor that he would be able to have this dream fight against. And when Renette brought Rick to the castle, it turned out that Rick was actually going to be someone who could fulfill that wish. Broughston never set it up so that Rick was being told, you're going to do this because you are going to fulfill my wish. Everything that was going on was about Rick actually learning to be a fighter and fulfill his own dreams and everything else. But at the same time, he was working toward this training, and unknown to Broughston, the others actually trained Rick so that Rick could actually access his skill, which I thought was really cool because it added another layer and dimension to the fight that we saw in this episode and to what Rick and Broughston were actually able to do and to accomplish. And that wouldn't have been possible if the others hadn't pitched in. And the amazing thing about that is that they were helping to improve both Rick's overall dream as well as Broughston's, which was beautiful. In addition to that wonderful and heartfelt examination of the various states that dreams and goals and wishes can be in, we also have a bunch of really funny moments. There was several times where Angelica was basically breaking down over the way that reality kind of shifts around these characters. There was the time where the half-elf, half-dwarf, I still don't know your name, sir, I think it's Mezet or something, where he improved the horse, or where he pulled everyone out of the arena. Those were both really cool and really fun. And there were a couple moments with Renette regarding the hot springs and the implication of going, and Rick kind of being in shock and everything else. And I thought that was really cute. They didn't fully finalize a hard commitment to anything, but they made it very clear on a romantic level where the characters would potentially be going without needing to fully spell it out or make it too complicated. And I thought that that was really well done. Overall, I think that this episode was a lot of fun to watch. The fight sequence between Rick and Broughston was very, very well done. It definitely created a lot of mood and a lot of impact. It was cool getting to see Rick's ability again, this time with Rick actually having at least some control over it and how it was going to work, and using it to further the goals of his friends without them actually being in any real danger. Considering the fact that this was essentially a friendly match between master and pupil. They did a really good job at highlighting this and making it interesting without the need for a tremendous level of conflict. I did laugh at the very end of the episode though, where they were going, well, if you won't accept the fact that you won the match, then we'll have to have a tie-breaking event. And the two of them are like racing for home, with Rick getting hot spring tickets if he wins, and Broughston getting to do 100 times the training with Rick if he wins, which is hilarious. I've really enjoyed this series. I think it's one of my favorites that I've covered this season. It's just been really, really good, which is good because I'm not going to say this season's been terrible, but like it certainly hasn't been as strong for me as what Spring was. But this show has definitely been a standout among everything that I did watch. Anyway, I'd love to know what you guys thought of this episode, so feel free to drop a comment below and let me know, and I'll talk to you in the next video. See you later. Bye!